put the ones where I look stupid.
You're
Like when I
always
had
acting
something in my
stupid,
teeth. You always put that. Then now I just had to burp.
We're back with the podcast. Finally, after all this time, I know I've been saying that, oh yeah, I'll bring it back next week. 1 to 2 days. That was a month ago. But now we are finally legit officially back. We got the foam. She has the foam. And we have this.
Miko, no. Oh, no. Okay, so that is a fog machine that he bought for himself.
For us.
It's not for us, it's for him.
It's
I
also
never
can be
wanted
for-
a fog machine, Miko.
Pat, don't complain to me when you need it for booty band material and then we need fog for the sweat buddy for Halloween because it needs to have a foggy scene.
Miko, I never had a fog machine in my cart ever.
You're gonna need it. Sige, don't use it
Sige, I won't.
Never use my fog machine Akin na to.
It is
the
pretty
remote.
cool.
You see the
It is
remote?
pretty cool.
You can't have it.
Okay.
Anyway, what's up, guys? Podcast number 6. Finally got all the electrical shit.
Podcast number 6 with...
Podcast number 6 with none other than Littlemisspatricia, aka Pat. But yeah, guys, gym's finally fixed up. We got the lights put in, all the electricals put in. We got the fog machine, we got the acoustics put in, and now we are finally back to talk about stocks and other stuff.
Yeah, so by far, this is the most asked topic in our Instagrams.
A lot of people have been asking about stocks because a lot of people have been getting into stocks because people are starting to realize that stocks, investing and trading stocks is a great opportunity for people to make money with not doing much sometimes, depending on how you trade or invest.
Yeah, so there are definitely people who are more suited for it, and there are people who are not so suited for it. But good thing there are like different styles. Yeah, that's the problem with the fog machine.
And the windows are closed.
It stays foggy. So with investing and trading, different personalities can employ different strategies, right? So I'm, let's say, the impatient one, or I prefer faster results. So I have my trading style and he is more patient. So he has a different trading style.
I'm the more investor type.
Yeah.
I'm more of an investor.
Yeah. So I think not many people realize that there are different strategies you can do that are still within that realm of investing and trading, which is why even as beginners, we are not experts, first of all.
Guys, yeah, please don't get the impression that we are professional traders or intermediate traders or even amateur traders. We are still at the beginner level because we just are.
Yeah. So please do not just take our word for it. Please feel free to do your own research.
So this is finally like the warning in between everything that we are not financial advisors. We do not advise you on what to invest in, when to invest, how much to invest. Everything we are saying, take it with a grain of salt. Do what you want with your own money because, yeah, you're not getting this advice from us.
Yeah, so of course, when it comes to your own money, please do your due diligence. And
Is that what DD stands for?
see, beginners nga beginners.
I just realized that. So it's due diligence pala.
Yes,
Please do
Miko.
your own DD.
Yes, Miko. That's what it means.
I learned something today, just right now, legit.
Yeah, you learned something in your own podcast. So, yes. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, we are beginners here to kind of give other beginners just a stepping stone and just to get through, because I think a lot of people can invest and trade. It's just that they don't know where to start, right?
Yeah.
Even with us at first, we kind of got into it by accident. Because whenever we would look up how to invest in stocks, how to trade, we would be faced with these videos that were full of charts, just very black and white images that just were overwhelming.
There
were so many terms that, they're more familiar now to us. But, when you're first starting, it's very overwhelming.
Can be intimidating.
Yeah, very, especially if you're using your own money. So when we first started getting into it, we started with virtual trading. We started with apps. So we practiced a lot first before we ever started with real money. So and a lot of people don't even know these things exist.
Yeah.
Right? So they think it's just put your money in and then that's it. Not knowing that you could actually practice with real market conditions, real market prices, without ever having to risk your own capital.
Yeah, you're using monopoly money. You're using play money. It doesn't exist. If you lose it on the virtual trading, then nothing lost. If you also gain a lot on your virtual trading, you didn't gain shit.
Yeah. So it's actually a really great way for you to practice the things that you do learn through your own research, or just, sometimes you just try it and then you figure out your own strategy without even knowing the charts and anything. And then, whoa, you turn to profit.
Yeah,
so that's what happened with us, right?
Yeah. So the broker that we mainly use is eToro. So if you guys don't know, eToro has a virtual trading platform and a real trading platform. So you guys can practice on the virtual anytime you want. It's absolutely free. Can you tell them how to sign up? Because you were the first to sign up with eToro.
Yeah, so I first started downloading lots of apps. So I had no idea what app to download, so I just downloaded a bunch. So I had a Forex app, I had a crypto virtual trading app. I had like so many different apps that I tried. But out of all of them, eToro was the easiest one that I used. So the reason why we like the platform is since we are beginners, it's very easy for us to use so that we can still trade and invest while we're learning. Unlike other brokers where they're full of features, they're full of options. There are so many things to watch and learn that you don't even know what to click. Right? You don't, unlike with eToro, it's like you click the trade button and then that's it. Yeah. Others, it's like there's so many buttons that you can press.
Yeah.
Like what is options, what is PL, SL, what is your margin. Like there are so many different terms that, when you first look at it, it's so complicated that it turns you off.
Yeah. And I think that's also part of the reason why we don't trade on the local market, because their platforms are not as simple to use and easy to use as eToro. With eToro, it's kind of like a social media platform, but for trading, because you have a thread where you can see people's opinions, you can see their charts, and you can see their predictions, their crystal ball.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. You can also see the pre-market, they post it. So you have people that are there to help you. And what I enjoy about the community on eToro is everybody's just trying to earn money. Like everybody's trying to support each other. Everyone's just trying to earn their own money. Okay. And they're all going to try to help each other because, yeah.
And unlike other brokers, eToro is the only one with that social aspect. Yeah. So with other brokers, if you were to use them, there's no one to talk to. Yeah. Like you cannot go on a forum and say, hi, how come this happened to me? Like you actually have to go to support, or you have to go on YouTube to see why you are encountering this problem. Unlike with eToro, you can actually go on the feed and ask someone else.
Yeah.
And they will tell you, oh, it's because you left it this way.
And you can see where they're from.
Yeah.
And it's cool because they can type in their own language, their native language, and you just have to hit translate and it goes to your language.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. So everybody pretty much understands each other. And you can like their post. You can also comment on their post. So it's cool. It's like social media plus trading plus making money. Yeah.
So for beginners, this is the platform that we recommend because it has both the virtual portfolio and the real one.
Yeah.
So you can actually just have one account for both. It's very simple to use. The minimum deposit, because a lot of people also wonder, like, how much do I need when I first start out? So with it depends on the broker. So for example, a local broker here is Cole Financial, COL. The minimum deposit is 1,000 pesos. So I think a lot of us have 1,000 pesos, just either from salary or savings. So you can actually just start with that.
Yeah.
For eToro, the minimum is $200.
Yeah.
So it's in US dollars because it is not a local broker.
Yeah.
So for let's say 2,000 times 50 pesos, the minimum deposit is 10,000 pesos.
Yeah.
And then of course you don't have to put all 10,000 pesos into, like, let's say one stock or one cryptocurrency.
It goes into a virtual trading wallet. So
Yes.
you're going to have a wallet. It's just there. It's kind of like your Gcash
Yeah.
wallet. So the money's just there, and then you choose what to invest in,
What to buy.
what to buy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So eToro offers crypto, it offers commodities, it offers stocks, it offers utilities. Is utilities a word?
No.
I'm not-
Indices. Not
yeah.
utilities.
Yeah, not utilities.
I think
indices.
you meant commodities.
Commodities, yeah. So indices, that's like the
ETFs.
NASDAQ, that's the D&J,
Yeah.
all that fun stuff.
Yeah. So you don't just buy let's say stocks like Apple, Microsoft, Tesla. You can also buy crypto like Bitcoin.
But not all stocks or crypto are there. Like, for example, Dogecoin, that's not on eToro. They don't
Yeah.
have that.
So that's one of the limitations of the platform. There are actually a lot of stocks and other things that you can buy on other brokers. They're not on eToro.
Yeah.
So that's one of the limitations. But yeah, for beginners, it's a good platform. It's not the best platform out there. Don't get me wrong. I know we're beginners, and please don't come at us for saying that, for recommending it, because I know there are other platforms out there that are better. But
they don't have the JNF2, bro. They don't have
Yeah.
have SNDL, which they don't.
yeah, which is sad.
Yeah. There are a
But-
lot of good stocks that aren't on eToro, but the thing is they have the basic stocks. They have Facebook, they have Twitter, they have Tesla.
If you're just starting,
Yeah.
they have a lot of the stocks that you would probably want to buy. And I think as you get more advanced, maybe that's when you can transfer, which you can. You don't have to stay with one broker forever.
Right.
Yeah, you can eventually move on to other platforms, which is actually what we did.
Mhm.
But yeah, we still use eToro because it's just so easy.
Yeah.
Like,
But
it's stupid easy.
just because it's limited with what they have doesn't mean that you can't make money on it. You can make a lot of money on it even with just a few stocks or a few crypto. You really can.
Do you remember the very first stock you bought?
Yes, I do.
What?
No, I didn't get into stocks first. I got into crypto. I got into crypto during the Bitcoin bubble in 2017. So I bought when it was like peak price. So what happened was the hype was all over. It's like, oh, invest in Bitcoin, invest in Bitcoin. You're going to make a lot of money. It's going to go to 50,000. It's going to go to 100,000 pesos or $100,000. Okay, fine. So I invested at like almost its peak. That was like December 18 or something like that. I invested, and guess what? The bubble popped. It burst. So I got left with holding the bags. That's what they call investing a certain amounts, and then it goes down. So my investment is now worth less than what I put in to begin with. So yeah, I bought some XRP2, left holding the bags with that. And yeah, so that's where I started.
Yeah. So when the price goes down, some people also ask, like, if I put, let's say 1,000 pesos right now, how soon can I double it? No
Ask
one
the
really
crystal
knows.
ball. Yeah.
No one really knows when it can double. It can even triple or quadruple,
Mhm.
which has happened to us before, but it can also be cut in half or even less than that. So there's really no way of knowing how long it will take for you to profit. But that's where, your due diligence comes in. That's
Yeah.
where you try to buy the stock or whatever you're buying as cheap as possible so that there's a lot of room to grow.
Yes, but just because the price went down doesn't mean that you lost your money. No, there's only a few ways that you can lose your money. Number one is if you close your position in a red. What the red is, okay, I'm just going to try to make this as simple as I can. You buy something at worth, let's say, 50 pesos, and now it's only worth 30 pesos.
Yeah,
that
that's it,
means
because
it's
it
in
went
the red.
down.
Yes, so it went down. That's called in the red. So if you close that position in the red, then you lost money. But if you hold it, just hold it, keep it there.
And wait for it to go up again, hopefully.
Hopefully it goes up again, which most likely it will, and it's in the green, then you cash out and you earn money. Yeah. Another way that you can lose money is if a company goes bankrupt. If they go bankrupt, that's
Bye.
it. Yeah, there goes your money.
Yeah. So when it comes to closing in the red, sometimes, yes, if you do buy very, very high, like we did before with crypto, it can take a very long time for you to kind of just see it go back to even the money that you put in.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say we bought 100 pesos. After that bubble burst, let's say it went down to 50 pesos. But now it's even more than that 100 pesos we put in, because Bitcoin now is more than, like, it grew so much more compared to back then. So had we just cashed out back then, we would have been at a loss. But since he held, and he basically just forgot about it, even after it went down so much, he's now even the value of his investment is now way more than what he put in.
Yeah.
So it also depends on how long you can afford to let your money stay in, right? You cannot put in your 1,000 today. If it goes down today and you need your money tomorrow, voila, you're gonna get less than the value you put in, right?
That's why they always say, do not invest what you cannot afford to lose.
Yeah.
Like, treat it as if, like,
it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Like, if you can lose that money, fine, then you can invest that. But if you need that money, if that's emergency money, if those are if that's your life savings, you could get stuck in that red position, and it's as good as not having that cash. Yeah, it's not liquid. So you guys just have to, that's a good tip. Just make sure to invest what you can afford to lose. Remember that all the time before investing money.
Yeah, actually, I saw that a lot at first, and I didn't get what it meant when it said don't invest what you can't afford to lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because some people think, I'm not gonna lose it all, but it's not so much that you're gonna lose it all, but you cannot touch the money. That's what they mean when they say you can't afford to lose it. I mean, only invest what you can afford to lose, because once it's there, you cannot, that's not part of your Christmas shopping money, that's not part of your bills money, it's just there, you cannot touch it. So while you are still in that position, if you're not closing it, you cannot touch that money. Unless, of course, you go in and out within the day lang. Because there are also people who do that, right? Day traders.
Yes. So that's more a fit with Pat's personality. So explain what day trading is.
Okay, I'm not a day trader per se, but I do hold my positions for a shorter period than Miko does.
Yeah.
So I am, like, sometimes I'm in for just a day or a few hours or just a few minutes. And then I go out. So for example, my 100 pesos, let's say I'm going to buy, let's say I'm going to buy Tesla stock with my 100 pesos. I'm going to wait.
100 pesos, $100.
It's easier per pesos.
Just make it $100. You're not going to, it sounds so...
Okay. So pesos muna now and then later dollars. Okay. So let's say I'm going to put 100 pesos in Tesla because, I think the price is pretty low for the day. Because I looked up the price and, okay, this is low for the day. So I'll put in my 100 pesos with a target of 105 pesos. Like, I want it to grow lang 5 pesos because it doesn't go up or down that much naman the price.
This is a very simplified example.
Yeah, an overly simplified. Yeah. So let's just say I'm going to put in my 100 so I can make 5 pesos, which is 5% of my 100 pesos. Okay, 5%. That's my goal. Okay, so naka 5% na siya. I'll take it out na. So my 100 pesos is now 105 pesos within the day.
So when you close that position on eToro, all that money, your 105, goes back to your eToro wallet.
Yeah, aka like your GCash wallet.
Yeah.
So imagine if you do that with bigger amounts and many times a day. So you see how day traders can earn by just going in and out in the day simply by taking advantage of the price fluctuations.
Yeah.
So this is actually I think this is the more difficult way of trading because then you really need to know your technicals.
Yeah.
So it's not something that you just look at and
you need to know the charts.
Yeah, this is really not for beginners. I am also not very good at this yet.
Yeah.
So I don't recommend it for beginners because you don't just look at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to know how to read charts. You need to know how to read trends. And but it's possible, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one way you can make money out of trading. Another naman is, like, let's say for Miko, he's more the type to hold his position for a few days or weeks, right?
Or months.
Or even months,
Yeah.
yeah. So same with me. I have some positions also that are longer, but I also enjoy like the fast in and out kind of trade.
Right.
So for you,
So for me, like, for example, I'm the type to put in, let's just say,
dollars ka naman.
okay, let's just say I'm going to put in $100 in XRP. Okay. Let's say right now it's at let's say I put in $100 when it was 27 cents.
50 cents. So it's 27.
But that's what happened. That's what I
I know,
invested
but
in.
like it's so hard to compute. 50 cents. Let's
So
just
yeah,
say
so
50
yeah.
cents.
50 cents. All right. This is just an example. Let's just say I put in $100 at 50 cents. I check in a day or two, it's at 43 cents. Uh-oh, it's going down. I check in a week, it's at 35 cents. Oh shit. It's at 27 cents. Oh shit. Okay. I'm not going to cash it out because I don't want to lose my money. So down the line, hopefully I anticipate for it to go up. And maybe let's just say after 3 months, 4 months later, ooh, it's at 60 cents. Okay, cash out. Now I'm in the green. I was able to make some profit, even though it took 4 months. So that's why that's why we are saying that if you can't afford to not have that cash, because it took me 4 months for it to go up to profit levels, then you're going to be stuck without that money for a certain amount of time, or at least until it goes to a green again. And no one can predict when that'll go back to being a green, when you're going to be in the profit again, or when you're going to be in the profit zone. So you guys just have to be careful. So investing is something that Warren Buffett does. He is an investor. He's not really a trader. And he just puts in money, kind of forgets about it he's a well-known investor. So that's his style of trading. And that is also my style of trading. So I will go with Warren Buffett's style. Yeah.
Yeah. So for like, let's say person A is like me, who has some, I invest long term, but I also like to go in and out during the day. It's exciting, it's fun, and I like to take advantage of the highs and the lows, right? So
Right.
let's say person A is like me. Person B is like Miko, who he has money, he can wait on it. He doesn't need the money right away. He's willing to wait for it to go up, even if it takes longer. So let's say that's person B. Person A may not necessarily make more money than person B, and vice versa. It really depends.
Yeah.
Because if person B bought very, very high and then it went down, just because he waited for 4 months doesn't mean he's going to make more money that way.
That's true.
But if person B bought very, very cheap,
Very cheap.
very cheap, and it went up so much in that 4 months.
Let me give you a good example. If you are an investor, or let's just say even a trader, let's just say you bought stocks, crypto, whatever, March 2020, when the coronavirus
Not
pandemic,
crypto.
whatever. Okay, not crypto, stocks. Let's say you bought stocks around March 2020 last year. If you look at the chart, it was at like an all-time low in decades, literally decades. They've never been that low. So many people got rich because they bought so much at that time at a very cheap price. It was like Black Friday price.
No, not even Black Friday. Like
Super Black Friday.
Banqueta, Black Friday.
It's like
surplus.
that kind of Black
Miko, stop
Friday.
with the fog.
That kind of Black Friday. So super celebration Black Friday. They bought it so low, and if they were to check the charts now, their positions, their investments would have gone up times 5, some even times 10, some even times 20.
Yes. So buying cheap plus having a lot of time to wait can yield big profits. But at the same time, like if you have, let's say, a lot of capital, let's say you have, instead of $100, you have $1,000.
Yeah.
You could use that 1,000 to make you lots of hundreds.
Right.
Right? So quick trade, let's say I feel like it's going to go up 10% because of whatever. I put in $1,000. I can get that $1,100 in the same day if I know how to trade,
Right.
right? So there are different, like, let's say, risks involved with certain trading styles, and it all depends on your personality and what is suited for also your timeline, right?
Yeah.
So if you're willing to wait years, then good. If you can't, well, then you have to change your strategy to suit that.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, some people also ask, can day trading be a profession? Like, can you just day trade, or can you trade and invest and do that alone? Like, you don't have any other income sources. You don't have other jobs. Like, that's literally all you do. Technically, you can, but you have to be more careful with your trading or with your investing, because, like what we said earlier, if that's your only income source and it gets stuck at like red positions, then you have no more income. Unlike if you keep your day job, let's say you keep your day job, let's say you have other streams of income, what you can do there is invest a little bit in certain positions, buy certain stocks, buy certain crypto, and you are still earning income. So that gives you the opportunity to buy other stocks, and let's say some positions are in the red. Well, then those can just wait it out. Like, you have another source of income. You can just keep those there and wait till those get green again. And meanwhile, you still can have another source. Yeah, we have another income source. I'm going to read a few more questions that some people had asked it on my IG stories. How much cardio do we need when recomping?
Minute ago.
Yeah. No, that was seriously one. I still have another one. Bulking tips. No, but yeah. All right, here's one. What's your exit strategy for crypto this 2021 bubble? First of all,
It's not a bubble.
I don't think it's a bubble anymore. I don't think it's a bubble. In 2017, yes, it was a bubble. It was pure speculation. Nobody had any idea what Bitcoin could have been, would have been. But now, with huge companies like Tesla, with PayPal, MasterCard, you name it, with XRP, you have Bank of America.
Yeah, so these are companies that are now embracing cryptocurrency, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people were saying this back in 2017, that blockchain is the future, right? But at the time, it was so the concept was so hard to grasp.
Yeah.
And of course, when you think about money, there are some people who are invested in actual currency rather than, like, let's say, the digital currency, the cryptocurrency. So of course, you had people saying, no, it's not, but actually they're secretly buying na.
Yeah.
And now it's being picked up now, and even by mainstream media. So
I don't think it's a bubble anymore, and it's no longer speculation.
Yeah.
If there are some things that are speculation, I would say that Dogecoin right now is speculation. Why?
Yeah.
Because what is the utility? There is no utility yet. It's a
Yeah.
meme stock. It's
So
kind
when you say utility, what do you mean?
with utility, like, for example, XRP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the best crypto coin there is, in my correct opinion.
So when you say when you say that it is just speculation, I think the easiest way to explain is it's just hype, right?
It's hype.
Like people don't even know what to use it for. What can you buy with Dogecoin?
Right. If Elon Musk says
Doge.
Doggy.
Doge. I heard someone say doggy coin.
it's Dogecoin. So if Elon Musk says Dogecoin, or he just says Bitcoin, and then it shoots up, that is pure speculation. That is pure hype. There is no rhyme or reason.
Bitcoin isn't. No, don't use Bitcoin.
I'm saying I'm saying the fact that it went up because somebody said it. That's hype. There is no real reason why it should go up, and it's just Elon Musk said it.
Yeah, for example, if I made a cryptocurrency called the Pat coin, if I just made it and then I hyped it and people bought and then the price went up, that's pure speculation.
Yeah.
But let's say the Pat coin is the fastest, the cheapest way to transfer money, and it actually has utility, then it's not just pure speculation.
Well, then you're not talking about the Pat coin. You are talking about XRP. Okay, because XRP is one of the fastest ways to transfer money. And out of all the cryptocurrencies, it has the most utility because of its technology, because of Ripple technology. RippleNet technology.
Yes.
Noob.
Okay, so that's one example of how you can still make money off of Dogecoin. Like,
Yes.
for example, if you bought when it was like rock bottom, I don't even know what the cheapest price was.
I don't even know.
But let's say now it is up 500%. So,
Which it was at one point.
yes. So
And
that's
just
one
because-
example.
Yeah, and just because it's pure speculation doesn't mean you can't make money off it. You can make money off of speculation as long as you pull out early enough before the bubble pops.
So going by the question that was asked, what is your exit strategy for crypto? It would depend on the kind of cryptocurrency that you are invested in.
Yeah.
So let's say if we were invested in Dogecoin, we would try to take out our money when it's high. Not necessarily at its peak, because no one knows when the peak is, right?
Yeah.
No one knows when it's at its all-time high.
Yeah.
That's what happened with us in 2017 when we bought when it was high.
Yeah.
Pero yun na pala yung peak.
Mhm.
And we bought like close to the peak. But like now, let's say if your target is to just double your money, or let's say 50% of your investment, and then you take it out now and it's when you reach your target. Don't try to time the peak, because you can never time it.
Yes, and that's the thing, guys. Like, if it says on the news that this certain asset is going to reach $2, $3,
That's not a guarantee.
that's not a guarantee. And most likely, if it's in mainstream media, their investors are going to pull out way before that, or
Yeah,
slightly
because
before
late
that.
na.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, they want it to reach that. They want it to gain hype. That's exactly how they are trying to gain hype. They are saying it's going to the moon, to the moon. It's going to reach $2. Dogecoin's going to reach $2. Well, the thing is, if huge investors who hold a lot of the coin decide to sell before that, well, guess what? You're caught with your dick hang. Okay.
Cannot say these things, you know.
You're
It's not
caught
a
with
good.
you're caught with your pants down. Okay, so you're gonna be holding a bunch of coins because
Okay.
the big investors, the
Wait,
big
walk
guys,
it back. Walk it back.
walk it back.
Okay. So big investors have lots of money.
Yes,
So they have the power to influence the price.
Right.
So that's
we call
why
them in stock and crypto. We call them whales.
whales, hedge funds, rich people.
Yes,
Yeah, just people with lots of money.
right.
Okay, so when people have lots of money, put money in, it drives the price up. But also, if they take money out, it drives the price down, depending on
How much they hold.
depending on how much they hold, and depending on how much is available to buy. Okay, let's say there are only two available to buy and they buy both. Oh, well, that has a very big influence on the price. But if, let's say, there's 2,000, like let's say there's 2 million things that they can buy and they only buy 10, even though they have a lot of money, that won't influence the price. Gets? So, yeah, it all depends on the supply that is circulating.
Let's make it an easier example, because you said if there's only two circulating and they buy two, well, then they own the whole thing.
Yeah, I know, but like,
Okay, let's
yun
just
nga,
make it
that's why I
easier.
guess they can influence the price.
Let's give an easier number, okay? Let's say a certain stock has 10 available, okay? And they own 6.
5.
Let's
5.
No.
5.
Okay, fine. They own 5, all right? They own 5, and the rest go to all of the retail investors. So they own that entire 5. They own half of it. So if people are starting to accumulate hype, they start buying. It goes up to 6. It goes up to 7. It goes up to 8. What they can do is sell their entire 5. And
While it's high.
While it's high.
So, assuming naka-profit na sila.
Yes.
So, then they're out. So,
They're out.
now, the people who bought when it was at like price at 8 or 9, kawawa ka naman.
Yeah.
Kasi there goes so much money that, you know, one person like you and I could not possibly have the same amount of money, right?
Right.
So, we don't have the same influence on price. So, those are the things that you, like when it comes to speculation only, and there's no actual like utility behind it,
Yeah.
it's dangerous.
A lot of that can be pump and dumps.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what a pump and dump is, where they start hyping it to a point where they're just trying to drive the price up, and when it's high enough they take profit and then they essentially dump it. So that's exactly, they pump it and then they dump it. And the people who bought in late sucks, you know.
Yeah, FOMO buying.
That's FOMO buying.
We're both guilty of that too.
Yes.
Since we are beginners,
Yes.
again, reminder, we are beginners, so we have also FOMO bot. So FOMO bot is when everyone is talking about it, everyone is excited, let's all buy,
Mm-hmm.
and then you bought, and then poof, It's
Yeah.
done.
If it's on Facebook, if it's on the news articles, and then you buy during that time, I think that counts as FOMO buying because that's hype.
Yeah, and it's by the time it hits the media outlets or
Yeah.
social media, unless you are following, like, let's say someone who really does real time stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If it's on Inquirer na or CNN, that's late
Mm-hmm.
na.
If it's on your Facebook feed,
Yeah.
it's late.
Kung na-share na siya ng friend mo, late na yon. Huwag ka nang bumili.
Yeah.
Kasi late na yon.
But if it continues to go up, be careful because at any given point, that can dump.
Yeah, that's why nga it's not something that you can time. So whenever you are buying something that is already hyped, there is always a bigger risk.
Warren
So-
Buffett had a great quote for that. And what he said was, be fearful when everyone is greedy, and be greedy when everyone is fearful.
So what that basically means is when, like, let's say the market is down, it's red, that's
Mhm.
when you should buy because it's cheap, right?
Everybody is fearful. They don't
Yeah.
want to invest.
But
it's
yeah,
cheap.
Why are people fearful? It's because syempre you fear for your investment. Because
Right.
assuming your money is in and the market goes down, syempre you're scared for your money.
Yeah, why
Why will you buy more,
Why are you
diba?
gonna put money into a shit stock?
Yeah,
'Cause
why
it's
will
so
you buy
low.
more?
Look at that. Look how low that is.
Well, a shit stock is different from a cheap stock,
Yeah.
right? So your goal is to find a cheap stock, something that has a lot of potential, something that has a lot of room for growth,
Mm-hmm.
not just a shit stock like, what is this? Wala naman siyang kwenta.
Yeah. So
Or it's
that's
already about to go bankrupt.
yeah. So that's being greedy when others are fearful. The other one, on the other hand, be fearful when others are greedy. That means the price is really high. A lot of
Sometimes it's-
people are not taking profit yet. That means the hype is going in. The price keeps getting pumped. That means at any time, because it's so high, that a whale, a hedge fund person, anybody with a huge amount of shares can take profit, and that'll drive the price down. And that
Yeah.
can happen just like that. Like
And-
literally, that's it.
And that's like a snowball effect, right?
Yes.
So some people, when they see it start to go down, oh no, it's peak na. I'll take mine na rin.
Yeah,
I'll take my
I'm gonna
profit
take
na
it.
rin.
They're
I'll
scared.
go out na rin.
They start
So,
panic buying,
yeah.
panic selling.
yeah. So that can trigger like a snowball effect where people will just start closing their positions, which will further drive the price down. So of course, as a beginner, it's hard for you to know these things. That's why even advanced traders are, they're very they really monitor the situation very closely. That's
Yes.
why that's why they have a lot of screens. That's why they have a lot of tools that they use to monitor the situation. There are triggers. They get alarms, they get notifications when a price falls below this price. So these are all advanced techniques that we do not employ yet.
Yeah.
Because yun nga, we're beginners, and eToro does not have that feature. Like
Yeah.
they don't. These are also features of other brokers. So eventually, if you want to get into that, you can. But yun nga, as beginners, if you just want to buy something that you think will go up in the future because you believe in it, you can do that on eToro.
Yeah, and all the things that we're talking about, like pump and dumps, monitoring different screens, seeing the charts, reading the charts, that is more. Those are the things that are closely more related to trading, day
Yeah.
trading. Unlike if you're an investor, keep it in, whatever happens, happens. But usually the market always goes up. I mean, that's what traders always say. The market always goes up. So all that shit that happens in the middle, all the red days, the super high days, the hype, the pump and dumps, it doesn't matter, because if you look at it from a bigger time frame, a larger time frame, it tends to just go up.
It's like weight loss, right?
It's like weight loss.
If you look at the weight loss,
Right.
oh, wow, we're coming full
Okay,
circle.
here
We're
we
bringing
go.
it back to
Okay.
fitness.
All right.
Okay, it's like when you lose weight, right? If you look at your daily weight, it can go up or down, but as long as you're trending in the right direction,
Right.
then you're good.
Yeah.
So it's the same way with investing.
Yes.
Like you don't have to worry about all of these, like the news, the pump and dumps, or market corrections. You don't have to worry about any of those if you're in it for the long term.
Yes.
That's why they say the best time to invest is now, right? You don't don't wait na so much, because if you're gonna wait 10 years anyway, then a few days isn't gonna really matter.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it,
Yeah.
actually. So let's try to give like an example. Like, for example, if you are an investor, you just have to worry about that. It's going to go up eventually. If you're a trader, you're worrying about the in between, the little.
Paano?
You're waiting for that. You're like playing in that
Yeah.
area, in the little small area of it going, fluctuating up and down. You are playing with that part. If you're an investor, you're just worrying about that part.
Yeah.
So
It probably seems very obvious now, like, why don't I just invest na lang? Kasi,
Yeah.
diba, investing parang sure na yun. Well,
which it kind of is.
yeah, nothing is ever 100% sure.
Yeah.
But the likelihood of you growing your money long term is
Yes.
very high.
Yes.
There's a very good chance that it will grow if you can afford to wait long term.
Yes.
But let's say, yun nga, diba, like you were saying,
Yeah.
the thing that is tempting to traders is every time it goes up and down, that is an opportunity to make money.
Yes.
And that is the Pandora's box.
Yes. Oh, we forgot to mention a huge thing. So on eToro, you have an option to open a buy position and you have an option to open a sell position, which is what you see on the thread sometimes. Some people are like, oh no, the price went up, but I'm losing money.
But my investment is down.
Yeah,
Why?
so what happened? So everybody's
Okay.
like, let me guess, you opened a sell position
Okay, so what is a buy position and what is a sell position on eToro? Okay,
on
this
eToro.
this
No, I mean in
no,
investing.
it's not buy and sell kasi on other platforms, but
Oh,
that's why
okay.
it's strictly on eToro we're
Okay.
talking about. Okay, so if you open a buy, for example, let's say I bought Tesla 3 years ago when it was so cheap. Was it? Yeah, let's say it was so cheap pa compared to now, right?
Yeah.
And I opened a buy position because I think it will go up.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have made money on that na.
Yeah.
But let's say I made the mistake of opening a sell position on Tesla 3 years ago, but the opposite happened. Like when you open kasi a sell, it's like you're saying, I think it will go down.
Mm-hmm.
In the ganon, yung sell yung ganon. Yung buy yung ganon.
Yeah.
Yung
During
sell
a
yung
buy,
ganon.
you're anticipating the price to go up.
Yeah.
In a sell position, you are anticipating the price to go down. So let's say I opened up a buy position on Tesla 2 years ago. And let's say last year, January, I opened a sell position on Boeing, the airplane company.
Yeah. When
I would be fucking rich.
talaga.
I would be rich.
Yes, he would be rich actually because
Yes.
Tesla has grown immensely
Yes.
since then.
Yes.
And actually, a lot of people who had short positions or sell positions on Tesla, they actually lost a lot of money betting
Yes.
against Tesla.
Yes, and if at the same time, if you opened sell positions on Boeing, and you would make money too because you are anticipating for it to go down, which it did. It went down significantly
Yes,
because of no
the-
travel.
because of no travel, and also their issue with the 737 Max.
That's one of them too.
I thought you were talking about that.
No, I was talking about no travel.
Okay, so for example, there's bad news. Let's say you remember that whole the Mitsubishi Montero was getting that acceleration thing.
Oh, the SUA,
Let's just-
sudden unintended acceleration.
Yeah, so let's
something
just
like
say
that.
it first hit the news and people didn't want to buy their Mitsubishi Montero anymore.
You open up a sell position.
Open a sell because you think the stock will go down as a result of the bad news.
Yeah.
But at the same time, let's say Apple wants to come out with 10 new iPhones and the best MacBook ever at the cheapest price, and it's going to make people excited. Then you open a buy because you think it will go up.
And that's why a lot of people who are into stocks, who are into trading, who are into investing, are updated with current events, with news, because you need to be.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the companies, they run on a day-to-day basis, so they deal with the current news. They deal with trades, they deal with politics, they deal with weather, everything around you affects the market.
Yes. As long as it has a price, it affects the market.
Right.
So, for example, like right now, sustainable energy is a big sector that is gaining momentum, right?
Another one is marijuana. Weed.
Yeah. So cannabis stocks went up a lot in
Yeah.
the past month
Yeah.
because people are embracing cannabis.
Yeah, and it's becoming not just embracing it, but it's becoming legal.
Yes.
It's becoming legalized, so obviously when it becomes when the United States decides to make weed legal on the federal level, expect those stocks to just skyrocket. At the same time with XRP, if XRP wins the SEC lawsuit, if they win that case, expect that shit to skyrocket too. to the moon.
Yeah, so investors, these day-to-day, week-to-week things don't really matter much. If you are that type of investor, if that is your profile.
Yeah.
But if you like to take advantage of these things and you want to be in it, and you like taking advantage of the news, the trends, and the developments in the sector, then I guess you would be more of a trader, because even traders, there are different types. It's not just day traders. You also have swing traders, or you also have scalp trading. So I'm not going to get into that now. But just know that, there are different strategies you can employ that would still work for your personality.
Right. So you guys just have to figure out what works for you. You have to figure out you have to figure out your trading or investing style. You have to be updated with the news. You have to only risk what you can afford to lose, and make sure you don't sell in the red. Make sure to be careful when there's hype. Make sure to be careful when something is trending very high, because somebody can just pull out at any time. And actually, as long as you follow that rule of investing what you can afford to lose, you should be you should be in good shape.
Yeah. Like, as long as you understand what that means.
Yeah.
And don't ever invest your life savings into it.
Yeah.
Because there's no way of knowing also where the market will go. Because, of course, you can always look at historical data, right? But then the pandemic hit, and no one
saw that coming.
No one could have predicted that, right?
Yeah.
So no matter what, no matter how updated you are, there are still these things that are not within your control, which is why you have to manage your risk. Make sure you are not so exposed to one sector too, right? Like, some people will buy all cannabis stocks.
Yeah.
Well, what if cannabis is suddenly made illegal again in the US?
Exactly.
So then your whole portfolio is down the drain.
Yep.
But let's say you have one cannabis, one tech, one sustainable energy, one commodity,
So
one index.
This is called diversifying your portfolio.
Yeah, don't just buy one thing, because if that one thing goes down, there goes all your money. So unlike if you diversify and you have your eggs in many baskets, if one basket goes down, you have the other baskets to keep you afloat.
Yeah. Unless you are almost so sure of something, super sure,
Which you can never be.
Which you can never be, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
But if you want to go full,
yeah, like YOLO.
Yeah, if you want to YOLO into one stock, pwede rin.
Yeah, I mean, it's really up to you guys what you guys do with your money. I mean, the thing is, if you put all your eggs in one basket and you turn out to be right, well, then
you have just bought the golden egg.
Yeah.
But also, you could just be with a very stinky basket. So yeah, from beginners to beginners, I hope these are like a little helpful, at least to get you started.
Yeah.
This isn't a tutorial. This isn't like it isn't anything. It's just to show people that you can do it.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't have a background in finance, or you haven't gone to a seminar yet, because that's what people would tell us before. Like, oh, you have to attend the seminar first. It costs 50,000 for the seminar, and we're like, that's
you need to know your your Fibonacci sequence. You need to know
you have to watch this 10-hour webinar in which you have to put your credit card info.
You need to buy 4 monitors so it surrounds you 360.
You can just trade with your phone.
Yeah.
You can just trade with your phone. You can trade while you're in traffic.
And the beauty about eToro actually is you can automate it. So you can
automate.
In a way, automate it, yes. So what you can do is you can set an order at a certain time, at a certain amount, at a certain price. And if it hits that price, it'll automatically open that position for you. And at the same time, you can also open up a take profit. So if you
cannot open up a take profit.
Sorry, you can set up a take profit. So if it hits that take profit, let's say like $5, it hits it, closes your position automatically. You're good.
So for example, you have $50 and you want to take profit with $5 as your profit. So when that stock or whatever you bought reaches a $5 profit, it will just close it for you. You don't have to be watching it like your whole life waiting for it to hit that. You can set that and it will just close it for you. Hungry na.
Okay. Let's wrap this shit up. So like what we were saying.
Yeah, just don't be stupid. And start with virtual
Wait lang.
trading first. Yeah, sa'yo. I'm gonna order food na.
Seriously? Oh. Okay. So like we were saying earlier, sorry the camera ran out of battery. Pat's camera ran out of battery. So like we were saying on eToro, you can open up a trade or an order. Yeah, an order is where you anticipate a price to go up or down at a certain price. And if it hits that price, it'll automatically open for you. We talked about take profit, which means if you make a certain amount, it'll automatically close that trade. You can also set a stop loss. So if it dips to a certain point where you are losing, you can make it so you can only lose $2 or $3. And if it hits that, it'll also close your position.
Yeah, so for example, with a stop loss, that's if you're not trading with leverage, that's
Now we have to talk about leverage.
no next time na yun. But let's just say that's that thing that makes it more risky, and you don't want to risk it dipping below a certain point because you don't want to be left holding the bag. Let's just say you think, okay, I want to get into this very risky stock, but I don't want to risk holding the bag. So if it looks like it's done na and it's gonna burst na, so this is my limit, it can hit that limit and it'll close it for you so you're not left holding the bag. So that's another way that you can safeguard your money. So these are all eToro features. This is not a sponsored post, by the way. But yeah, for beginners, it's really what we recommend.
Yeah, no shit. We are not sponsored by one of the biggest brokers in the world.
They're not even.
They're
They?
one of the biggest in the world.
I don't know. I honestly don't know how big
Pat
they are.
Alec Baldwin
He does?
is the advertiser on YouTube.
Is he-
Subscribe now to eToro.
Anyway, yeah, so just check it out. We have a code. We have a code. Actually, his is full now, but mine still has.
Yeah.
So you can sign up at eToro. You don't have to use my code, but it's $50 for you and $50 for me. So if ayaw mo, okay lang naman. Diba? Kung ayaw mo ng 50, okay lang naman. No, it's okay. No, but seriously, whether you use our code or not, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if you want to start, just know that you don't have to go to any seminars to sign up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to know all those things. Like if you want to make money, you don't need to you don't need to like look up trading 101 and look at all the ins and outs of trading.
Well, you should naman.
You should.
You should naman.
But you don't have to make money.
Yeah,
You don't
technically
have to.
speaking, like there are what I call chamba trades where I just buy.
Yeah.
And then I don't even look it up. I don't even know what the company is. Like Tilray, I had no idea what Tilray was, and I just bought it.
Yeah.
So there are some instances where you just get lucky and you can still
Oh
make
my
money.
gosh, we forgot to mention coins. Okay, so we also talk about Coins PH, right? Well, it is not a trading platform. What you can do,
It's an exchange.
It's an exchange. So it's like a Forex exchange. So what you do is you buy the crypto, it's only available for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, which is the best coin.
And Binance, right? Bitcoin Cash.
Bitcoin Cash.
Sorry, I
Binance is
thought
also a platform.
No, Binance Coin. That's what I meant.
Okay. So, yeah. So you can only buy those four. Okay. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin Cash. When you buy it when it's low, you have that coin. And what you can do is sell it when it's high. That's it. That's
Yeah.
your only feature.
It's like, when your relative gives you $100 and then you're like, maganda ba yung exchange rate today?
Exactly.
55? O sige, papapalit ko ngayon. But syempre, when it's 43, hindi mo papapalit, diba?
Yeah.
So it's exactly like that. Like if you don't want to trade, like you can just buy and you can still have XRP,
Yeah.
which is crypto or Bitcoin.
Exactly. So for coins. So for coins.ph, your only strategy for that is to buy when it's really low, when you think it's at its lowest, and then sell it when it's high. That's it. That's
Yeah.
what makes it really easy.
Ganun lang. Bili, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell.
Yeah.
Parang yun nga. Like if you had your $100, diba?
Yeah.
So it's really that simple. So you
That's
don't
it.
have to be an expert. You don't have to go to seminars.
Yes.
You could risk losing money, of course. That has to be emphasized. That
Yeah, risk losing it if you sell in the red, but that's
not
the
even
only
that.
way.
But if you even do something stupid like
There's nothing
napindot mo lang, you can still lose money. There's a bug.
Okay.
Okay, so you could do something stupid like you accidentally close it.
Okay.
You could still lose money that
Yeah.
way. So remember, when you are trading with real money, there is a risk of loss. Just get that in your head. It's not a get rich scheme. It's not a get rich fast scheme. I'll double your money and no. A lot of people also ask like, can you just trade for us? It's like, first of all, bakit ka magpapa-trade sa mga beginners?
Yeah, don't do that.
Guys, don't trust beginners with their money. First of all, second is eToro actually has this feature called copy trading.
Yes.
So if you don't want to study it, just copy someone who knows what they're doing, and then you can make money off
Right.
of their progress. There's that option too. So, ang daming options for beginners.
So many things you can do.
Yes.
eToro or coins.ph.
As opposed to a bank, which if you have a savings account and then what, it will probably grow 0.01, 0.001 in 5 years or a year. You know, like that's so easy to beat with stocks. That's
Yep.
why we are also advocates of investing. Even if
Yes.
you're not going to trade, you're gonna get bigger returns on your savings. by
Oh, and
doing
guys,
that.
by the way, on eToro, the market is open Monday to Friday, and it opens at 10:30 p.m. Okay, market closes at 5
Beginners.
5
Tulog na
a.m.
kami nun eh. So we're not
So
sure.
it opens at 10:30 p.m., closes at 5 a.m.
The reason why it's open at night is because this is the daylight. This is the daytime in the
this
States.
is East Coast time.
Yeah.
So New York Stock Exchange opens at that time, 9:30 there, I think, which
Unless
is 10
it's crypto.
unless it's crypto, which is 24/7.
Yes.
Okay, so crypto is traded Monday to
24/7.
24/7,
It never
365, never closes.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. This was podcast number 6. Number 6. Finally, after months, talking about stocks, trading, something different for a change.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hope you guys found that helpful.
you guys find that helpful.
Yeah, basically we just want it to be less intimidating for people.
Yeah.
Stop with the fog, Miko. I'm
It's
still
ending. It's
saying
ending. It's
something.
ending. Hurry, go.
Okay, so if you have any more questions, beginner level lang please. Beginner to intermediate lang. So please feel free to leave them below. We might do a part 2 because there were still a lot of questions that we weren't able to answer. Some yung medyo complicated to explain.
Mhm.
So maybe next time we will tackle those.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I timed it too late. Now it's not letting me press it anymore. But this wasn't actually fog. This is rocket fuel because XRP to the moon.